Welcome to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with Rebecca Hall Gruyter. In our program each week, we provide the tools, ideas, and encouragement to help you move ahead on your journey, becoming a more powerful and impactful woman in your own life. Now here's your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter.
Welcome, everyone. I hope you're having an amazing day. I'm excited to be connecting in with you. And we just had some little challenges with technology and getting the show started today. So excited to be connecting through. I always feel like that's an indicator that the show is going to be extra powerful. So I'm thrilled to have you leaning in, joining the conversation so that we can connect powerfully and be served powerfully. So welcome, everybody. Thrilled to have you joining us. And today we're going to be talking about how to fulfill your life purpose. Because I believe each of you has a calling on your life. Each of you are here on purpose. And the more we can step into that purpose, the more we're able to touch each other's lives in a powerful and positive way. So let's take a moment to just connect in, take a breath. Honored to be here with you today. And as we're talking about fulfilling your life purpose, let's take a moment to check in. Sometimes we get so busy in the doing of life, in the crossing things off our to-do list, that we can have time just passes by, and we don't always stop, pause, look up, reflect, check in, and see where we're at. And are we moving forward those things that matter most to us? Are we remembering to put that into our schedule, into our life, so that life isn't happening to us and at us, but we are choosing where we spend our time, where we spend our energy, and where we spend the amazing gift of who each and every one of you are in the world. And I believe part of being on purpose, fulfilling your purpose, is taking time to be more and more who you are and how you are created to be, so that you can shine. And when I use the word shine, I'm talking about sharing your gifts and your talents and your abilities powerfully out into the world. So important we take time for us so that we're checking in and we can stay on purpose. For those of you who are driving, please stay safe, keep both hands on the wheel, but purposely, mindfully choose to be here. Choose to be fully present. And take a breath. Breathing in that choice to be fully present, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And those of you who are able to, let's put both feet on the floor. Feel it supporting you. Take a breath in through your nose. Out through your mouth like through a straw. Wonderful. And let's put one hand on your heart, one hand on your head, bringing you all in, mind, body, soul, and spirit. Beautiful. Wonderful. And go ahead and close your eyes. You're absolutely safe. Keep breathing those deep breaths that go in through your belly, out through your mouth, like through a straw. This type of breathing helps bring us present. Brings oxygen to every cell in our body. Helps lower our stress or cortisol levels. So we are open and ready to receive. We have clarity in our thinking. And we're able to be fully present to receive everything that is here for you today. And I know there is something here for you today by the very nature that you've tuned in. So as you're breathing, your eyes closed, take a moment and ask, what is it that you need today? What is it that you need that will encourage you, empower you, uplift you? What is it that you need today to support and encourage you? to help you be more on purpose. Every day we get more and more on purpose. What is it that you need and are willing to receive because you have choice? So what is it that you need and are willing to receive? Beautiful. Receive that information. Let's come back into the room fully present. Beautiful. Another beautiful breath. And take a moment to write down what was laid on your heart. What is it that you need and are willing to receive? Let's get it out of us and start creating it by writing it down so you can keep it top of mind. What is it that you need and are willing to receive? Beautiful. And be unattached to how. Be open to the wonderful and exciting and unexpected way that need could be met. Beautiful. And we'll go around our virtual room here, and hopefully we've got all of our amazing guests connected in. And Naomi, I don't know if you were able to join us back, but Naomi, if you're there, I'd love for you to share what was laid on your heart when we took a moment to stop, pause, and listen.
So, first of all, it felt so good because it reinforced my belief. I believe that the day you were born, God decided that the world cannot exist without you. So it's nice to take the time and to reconnect to that and like realize how important you are on other people's lives too.
How important for us to remember that, and how needed we were as we were created and brought into this world. And I celebrate that. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing. Wonderful. And listeners, yeah, absolutely. Listeners, how about you? As we get ready to go to our first commercial break, I'd like for you to take a moment to see and listen and feel into what was laid on your heart. And perhaps that deep bond and connection also added another layer, that celebrating that you are a gift the day you were born and continue to be to those in your life. Take a moment to feel into that, and we will look forward to connecting in 2 minutes. So take a moment. These 2 minutes are just for you.
Be sure to friend us on Facebook. You can do it right now. Visit facebook.com/Voice America or search for us at keyword Voice America.
Announcing a powerful new TV channel featuring programs designed to enhance and transform your life. Make powerful connections, one program at a time. And by doing so, we can bring transformation to the world. Tune in each week to Empowered Connections TV as we add new programs to help you make empowered connections of your own. Visit empoweredconnectionstv.com. That's empoweredconnectionstv.com. And make the most of an incredible life transformation.
Get Unchained. Tune in every Monday for Jane Unchained on the Voice America Influencers channel, featuring nationally recognized best-selling author, TV journalist, and social media influencer Jane Velez Mitchell. This program takes you inside a trending lifestyle that's the next wave of human evolution. It all starts on your plate. If you want to revolutionize your life, get happier, more energized, then discover the secret. Tune in to Jane Unchained Mondays at 10 a.m. Pacific Time and 1 p.m. Eastern Time on the Voice America Influencers channel. Rebecca Hall Gruyter's Speaker Talent Search is looking for speakers wanting to get on more stages. With just one audition, you could open the doors to hundreds of speaking opportunities, reach more people, and expand your impact. Finalists get to audition live in front of leaders looking to fill all kinds of speaking opportunities. Apply now at speakertalentsearch.com. That's speakertalentsearch.com. We look forward to hearing your message.
Have you had a chance to check out Voice America's online magazine and blog? If you love our hosts and shows, check out articles that give an even deeper perspective, plus topics about health and fitness, movie reviews, philosophy, business tips and tactics, spirituality, positive thought, current events, and even more about your favorite host. It's just a click away at blog.voiceamerica.com. That's blog.voiceamerica.com. The Voice America Press Blog. All access, all the time.
We don't follow, we lead.
Join us, the Voice America Influencers Channel.
You're listening to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter. If you have a question or comment for Rebecca or her guest, we'd love to hear from you. Please call into the program at 1-866-472-5795. That's 1-866-472-5795. You may also send an email to Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now back to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope that you enjoyed those 2 minutes, that you took an opportunity to stop, pause, breathe, and connect in, and took a moment to listen and see what was laid on your heart. See what was being called forth. It's so important to be still and pause and listen sometimes. And in that hustle and bustle life, we can sometimes forget that, and that can throw us out of balance. So part of staying in balance and fulfilling our life purpose is to remember to stop, pause, breathe, and give yourself time to integrate. Beautiful. So let's take a breath as we transition back in. And what I'd love for you to do is listen in. I'm excited to introduce our next amazing expert. I know you're going to love her heart. You're going to love her energy. She's very dynamic, powerful, and having a great impact around the world. So let me introduce our amazing guest. Naomi Bareket has an MBA. She is a speaker, a seminar leader, #1 international best-selling author, co-creator of NeuroSUCCESSology. She has been certified by John Maxwell as a leadership coach. She has been certified by, I'll have to have you share this because I missed that part. Actually, I've got it here, certified by, so I'm sharing things accurately, the American Board of NLP, and she's been certified as an NLP trainer, as well as certified to train and certify master levels. So she is a master and expert in NLP, and she is absolutely passionate about empowering women to create lives of beautiful and powerful fulfillment. Please lean in and warmly welcome the powerful and dynamic Naomi Bareket to the show. Welcome!
Thank you so much, Rebecca. What an opening. Thank you.
You are so welcome. I hope you felt the hands raised, the excitement, the energy. Excited to have you here. And I'd love to start our conversation with why. Why is this work of empowering women to live a fulfilling life, why is that work personally so important to you?
So personally, because I have a strong belief in God, and I feel that because of the chaos in life and the circumstances, many times people are not connect with their higher source and purpose, and then they live life, and then they look back and they feel that sorry that they didn't fulfill their potential and impact the world. So I'm really passionate about helping them to be in line with the true self and to serve people and God and their true self. So for me, it's so important because I feel like we help create a godly kingdom even better.
And I love that when you're sharing that, I can feel that that's taking all of us connecting in too. Would you agree?
Yeah, the connection, it's like there is a puzzle, and with each piece of the puzzle, and the world cannot survive without us function the best of our potential and unique mission and purpose. It's like a ripple effect. If the piece is missing, then it impacts the whole world. So It's so important that we are connect and we make sure we each doing our function and special role in this world.
Exactly. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing, and how important it is that we do that. And I love that this work personally is so important to you, and you're so driven to help us remember that and step into our full puzzle piece shape in the world. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I'm obsessed about it.
I love it. I love it. So can you share, one of the things we've been focused on this month has been about balance. And I'd love to share how your view on balance. Is it the same for all of us? Is it slightly different because we're different puzzle pieces? What are your thoughts about that? What is balance for each of us?
Exactly. So when a person feels imbalance, is usually that he feels not fulfilled and disconnect with his higher source and consciousness and his true self. And when we talk about balance, it's not the same for everybody, because like the idea of searching for balance in itself creates a lot of stress to people, because they try to have like everything exactly 20% time for this, 20% time for that, and life doesn't work like that. So I think when it's the balance between your physical world, emotionally, spiritually, and mentally. So spiritually, you have to do something more than just like serve your current circumstances and survival and things like that in order to feel balanced. And when you feel off, that means you are not aligned with your true self, with your higher purpose and your real desires. So balance, like, and also it changed during time, right? Like when I had to take my MBA, I had to balance my life in the sense that the way to balance it is like to talk in advance with your family, with your spouse, and understand that will take time of my life more in the next 2 years or so. So I think it's like to talk about it and create an alignment in advance, talking about it so people are prepared. That means that you might spend less time with them, but for the long term, it's good for everyone. So it's always Beautiful. Like, what is your, yeah.
No, I love that, because some of that is setting expectations and boundaries and understanding that can shift and move. And there might be these periods of time, like you were saying, those 2 years where it's going to take more energy in this space. You'll be a little less available than you were when you weren't doing that. But that's not forever. And long term, it's good for all of us. And I think that's so powerful and important for us to look at where we're spending our time and our energy, and to have those conversations so that we're setting expectations and we're getting support and we're having boundaries. So I feel like that's such a practical share. Thank you for sharing that, because we can forget to do that along with checking in and realizing we might be a little bit out of alignment, like you said, and time to kind of bring that back in. Beautiful. So how do you help others choose a life of harmony and balance? I'd love to have you share a little bit about the work that you do.
So first of all, we have to make sure that the person I help them with is aligned with their true self, so they are connected with their higher source and fulfill their unique purpose and design their legacy practically. So in order to help them with that, we identify their unique gifts, strengths, and passion, so we can help them utilize them to inspire and influence others with their unique spark. So in order to do that, we elicit their values and the most important thing for them. Then we check where they are now and where they would want to go while building and designing their legacy. And we make sure that it's aligned and congruent with their real self, and that it feels harmonious for them.
Well, I love that. So you're looking at where they want to go, kind of where they're at, and then building a path to help them get there, but making sure that's in alignment with who they are and where they're wanting to go. And I love this, because one of the things we talk about on our show so often is life is not a solo journey. We're not meant to do it alone. We don't have to do it alone. And I love how you lovingly and powerfully come beside those you work with to help them build that life and choose a path of harmony and alignment and purpose and fulfillment for where they're called to go. So beautiful.
Thank you.
Now, we've had this lovely conversation about balance and harmony, which I love, and I think is so important for us to look at these things. But we also have these moments where we're getting overwhelmed. We recognize we're out of harmony, we're out of balance. I'd love for you to share what are some indicators maybe we're overwhelmed, and how can we bring that back into alignment?
So, yeah, totally get it. Like, we all feel overwhelmed, especially with the social media and, like, so many people trying to distract you with their agenda and stuff. So I would always remind myself my vision, my most important values and goals, and I prioritize my tasks. So I delegate some tasks that others can do, and I plan my day in advance. So I do the most important task first, and then finish to the next. And I have like a list ready of the three most important tasks, and I don't start one until I finish the first one. And I stop. If I feel totally overwhelmed, I stop. I connect with my higher source, with my divine soul, feel the serenity, the faith, and the oneness, and then I can make a better decision.
Beautiful. Beautiful. So I love how you're planning in advance. You're planning for success. That's great. You plan your day. And you're prioritizing so that you're putting the most important thing first. So whatever comes in that day or something happens that hijacks you for a period of time, you've still gotten the most important thing done that needed to get done. And it seems like that would help reduce stress and be very motivating and inspiring. And do you find that?
Yeah, totally. It puts me back to the real focus, to the higher intention of everything I do. And that helps me to, just like GPS, go toward the direction I'm supposed to.
So when you're doing this and you're planning and you're prioritizing, what if you're trying to put 52 things in one day and they all feel like they're important? How would you advise someone kind of sort through that a little bit to make it something that truly can be done in a day?
So I think that also it goes back to the balancing, that they're feeling imbalance. So I think that also sometimes we feel overwhelmed and imbalanced is because our ego is about me, 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 me. So I would say actually to stop focus on me, 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 and go towards, okay, how can I serve God? How can I serve the world now? How can I share and help someone? And then when you do that, your focus is not about the overwhelming and the imbalance, but the focus is about serving and impact and influence. And then you get this feeling of oneness and serenity. So actually people would think, it's like a paradox, people would think, oh my gosh, I need time for myself. Sometimes it's actually you give too much time to yourself. You actually need to share your powers. It means you don't do your purpose. You're just off on and trapped by current circumstances and stuff. So get out of this and follow your heart and impact.
Beautiful. And stay on purpose. And it doesn't have to be mutually exclusive. It's not all you or all others. There's a balance in that. Exactly. That we can keep moving forward. And beautiful. Well, Naomi, thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate it. We're going to have a time at the end of the show, listeners, where Naomi's going to share her contact information so you can take things deeper and follow her and stay connected. So stay tuned. We're going to be sharing that information towards the end of the show. And right now, we're getting ready to go to the next commercial break. And as we do that, I want you to take these 2 minutes as those beautiful commercials are playing in the background, updating you on things we want you to be aware of and know. Stay present and really take a moment to check in and see how you're feeling on balance and what is that number one most important thing after the show that you do, that you take action on. Feel into that. And with that, we'll look forward to talking to you in just 2 minutes.
Think you've seen everything there is to see in online television? Let us surprise you. Visit voiceamerica.tv today for sports, health, business, and more on demand 24/7.
Rebecca Hall Gruyter's Speaker Talent Search is looking for speakers wanting to get on more stages. With just one audition, you could open the doors to hundreds of speaking opportunities, reach more people, and expand your impact. Finalists get to audition live in front of leaders looking to fill all kinds of speaking opportunities. Apply now at SpeakerTalentSearch.com. That's SpeakerTalentSearch.com. We look forward to hearing your message.
Sustainable success is just around the corner. If you are an entrepreneur, business leader, or anybody looking for their next level of success, tune into Sustainable Success with host Chris Salem. Did you know that the path to success is a long path that started many years ago? The path you started on then determines what is happening now. Chris and his amazing guests in their field will help you navigate the path to sustainable success every Thursday at 12 noon Eastern Time and 9 a.m. Pacific on the Voice America Influencers Channel.
Announcing a powerful new TV channel featuring programs designed to enhance and transform your life. Make powerful connections, one program at a time. And by doing so, we can bring transformation to the world. Tune in each week to Empowered Connections TV as we add new programs to help you make empowered connections of your own. Visit empoweredconnectionstv.com. That's empoweredconnectionstv.com. And make the most of an incredible life transformation.
Tune in to the Voice America Variety channel on the Voice America Talk Radio Network. Voice America Variety broadcasts a diverse array of topics, reaching a global community. Our experts come from all walks of life, and the topics they discuss are everything from current events, arts and entertainment, leadership, parenting, relationships, self-improvement, career advice, and a variety of other topics. Check us out today. You're sure to find something of interest. Voice America Variety. Talk on today's hot topics.
Change starts here. Change starts now. Join us, the Voice America Influencers Channel.
You're listening to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter. If you have a question or comment for Rebecca or her guest, we'd love to hear from you. Please call into the program at 1-866-472-5795. That's 1-866-472-5795. You may also send an email to Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now back to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed those 2 minutes, that you got an opportunity to stop, pause, check in, breathe, and really see what is that, get clarity on what is that next most important thing that you're going to take action on as you step back out into the world. So identify what that next thing is. Beautiful. And I mentioned earlier in the show, as we were talking about balance and purpose, that life is not a solo journey, and we can have so many people come alongside us on the journey, and it makes it so rich, and we're able to go further when we go together. And today I have a really special sponsor I want to share with you, because this is a sponsor that believes in you. They're coming alongside you, cheering you on, being part of the show, putting their name, brand, and resources behind us to make this possible so we can share out and reach out to you. So really special. Want to share and shout out about the U.S. Career Institute. So here's some of how they love to work. Whether you are wanting a new career, so maybe as you're feeling into being on purpose and being in alignment, that's something on your heart. You want a new career, you want extra cash, some more income. The Career Institute, the U.S. Career Institute, has a program for you. For over 35 years, they have been helping people prepare for legitimate work-at-home job opportunities in the growing healthcare industry, like medical coding and billing, basically creating medical reports for doctors. With this type of work, you get to be your own boss, choose your own hours. How cool is that? And you get to learn how to do it online in as little as 4 months. You get to study at home or anywhere at your own pace, anytime, day or night. Just imagine that freedom and balance that it can bring to your life. Here's some of the benefits when you're doing and leaning into work like this. You get to be your own boss, choose your own hours, have freedom to work at times that are convenient for you. There's not the monetary risk of overhead employees or demands of customers and sales goals. And you get to enjoy a secure and rewarding career in a growing healthcare industry. Here's some of the benefits that the U.S. Career Institute offers to you from the school side. So school benefits, you get freedom to study anytime, anywhere, online, your own location and pace. You get accredited by the DEAC, affordable tuition, A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. And you can be ready to work for in as little as 4 months with no previous medical experience required. So as we've had these times to feel in and check in, if some of this is resonating with you and you're feeling that alignment and pull, I want to encourage you to check it out. Here's an action you can add to that action list. Go to workfordoctors.com/empowering women. You'll find lots of information, free facts. You can learn more. And if you find this is a calling for you, you want to step forward in this, I have a special code for you that can give you a 25% discount off of tuition. So when you go to workfordoctors.com, empowering women, enroll with the code empowering women by September 30th, so you still have time to get 25% off tuition. That's huge. I'm so honored to have them as one of our sponsors, to be leaning into you. So let's take a moment and take a look at what they're offering and see how it can support us, how it can support people that we know. Again, go to workfordoctors.com, empowering women. So workfordoctors.com/empowering women, and lean into this beautiful opportunity to take things to another level. We look forward to you leaning in. I'd love to hear your feedback, and I want to give U.S. Career Institute a thank you for leaning into us and the opportunity for all of us to serve you, listeners around the world. It's an honor and a privilege. So with that, we're going to continue our conversation on how to fulfill your life in a purposeful way. How can we do this? Our next amazing expert is a dear friend of mine. We've been on the journey for many years, and she is passionate about helping you bring your story forward. So let me introduce my dear friend, Mary E. Knippel, is an author multiple times over, speaker, publisher, and your writing mentor. She has overcome breast cancer twice and views writing as a powerful companion, advisor, and healing too. She's a #1 best-selling author and is passionate and fiercely, you're going to hear this, fiercely committed to guiding you to unleash your story. Please lean in and warmly welcome the powerful Mary Knippel to the show. Welcome!
Yay! Oh, thank you, Rebecca. I'm just running down to the stage.
Exactly. The music's playing in the background.
Yes,
yay!
All these smiling faces out there. Yes, yes.
Beautiful. I love it. I love it. Well, welcome to the stage.
Yes.
And I'd love for you to start our conversation sharing a little bit about why. Why is this work that you are so fiercely committed to? Why is this work personally so important to you?
Well, I am just so enamored with the beautiful stories that we all have to share, and have such compassion for where we are in our lives and how all of this trajectory has changed us on our path. And to be able to facilitate women speaking their truth it just lights me up and it inspires me, and I just want to be a part of that.
I love that it lights you up and you're committed to doing it and helping others share their story. I just feel like it's this, the pebble of the pond and this beautiful ripple that you're creating in the world. I love it that you're helping so many do that, and that you've tapped into, we've been talking about balance and fulfillment, purpose, that really tapping into your purpose and helping people in this way. So beautiful. Thank you for sharing.
Yes.
And there's a term that I know you use quite a bit called the secret artist. And I'd love for you to share, what is the secret artist and who are secret artists?
Well, I believe we are all secret artists because we have that passion that we keep hidden because we have gotten the message that, it's not really special. You don't have anything distinctive. And there's this spark that all of us have that is just brilliant. But we're afraid because that would mean that we're being seen, and that makes us vulnerable. And I understand. I get it. That's why I named my memoir The Secret Artist. And I know how scary it is to put yourself out there. But at the same time, that's our mission in life, is to be seen as the brilliant, everyday artist, living our lives and experiences all of what life has brought us and how it has made us these amazing human beings.
So beautiful. And I'm just sitting here as you're sharing that all of us are artists and claiming that, and we can step into that a little bit more. What are some things that we can miss sometimes as we're exploring, I'm an artist? What are some ways we can start tapping into that discovery?
Yes, because there's so many of us, me included, who was like, I can't call myself an artist. I'm never going to have anything hanging in the Louvre. I mean, how bizarre is that I immediately go to, I can't paint a masterpiece. But if you are crazy about trying new recipes and you love feeding your family, you're an artist in the kitchen. Mm-hmm. If you, and I get emotional and I get teary because I want people to recognize they are incredible in what they are passionate about. So you could be a gardener and love puttering around, decorating your house. It's what brings you joy and how you feed your soul and lavish love on your family. So that's how you show up as an artist in your everyday life.
Beautiful. And that ties so beautifully into what Naomi was sharing too, these passions, these gifts, that we're tapping into that and how we're made and bringing more of that forward. And I love that, expanding our view of what an artist is, that it's not just painting, and that it can be all these things that we're passionate and gifted in. And we have the opportunity to bring that forward and share it. Beautiful. So I know that you are fiercely committed to helping us unleash our story, and you're very passionate about journaling and writing, particularly writing our story. And sometimes people can feel like they don't really have a story, or what do I have to share? And I'd love for you to share with us why it's so important to know our life stories matter and can make a difference, and how can we tap into some of that?
Oh, thank you, Rebecca. That this is the heart of what I do, and getting you to recognize that your story matters because it's your story. No one can tell your story from your perspective. And to recognize that the person that is most changed by you sharing your story is you. Mm.
Yes. And if someone feels like I don't have the story, and I wanted that to take a moment to absorb, because that was so powerful, that we ourselves are the ones that are most changed by telling our story. But then the change and the impact doesn't stop there. It makes a difference in other people's lives too. And I'd love for you to share a little bit about that too.
Well, the next step is, recognizing that, yes, my experiences have changed me. And when I share how I have changed, there's someone else that will lean into you speaking your truth, and they will be impacted as well. And who knows who they will impact. So we have a responsibility to be immersed in our own story and to share it with the world, because the life that you are meant to change will not be changed if you don't speak up and let your voice be heard.
So powerful and so important. They can't read our minds. It's not by osmosis. We have to be willing to share. And then it does make that powerful, powerful difference. Wow, so beautiful, so beautiful. And what is a way that we can start to discover what the world is waiting to hear? Because I believe, as I know you do, that the world is waiting to hear what we're called to share. What's a way we can start tapping into that?
I would invite people to consider starting a writing practice, just the way you would go to the gym, the way you would go do a yoga practice. Take 5 minutes a day to sit down and have a conversation on paper with a journal, writing longhand, and just letting the conversation come. So what does my soul want me to know today? What is my heart longing to tell me? And just let your hand move across the page and see what comes up.
And you emphasized writing longhand.
Yes.
And I'd love for you to, because you're not saying texting, you're not saying speak the memo into your phone. No. You're asking us to longhand write answers to those questions. I'd just love you to touch on why that matters, why that's important.
The connection between your heart and your hand is so strong when you're doing longhand. Obviously, if you physically can't do it, then do whatever so that you can journal. But it slows your thinking down, and you are aware of the emotion that is coming with the words. And I just want, and that's why it was so important that I got connection. So it's connecting with other people, but it's also connecting with yourself. That's why I said have a conversation with yourself on paper.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing. I really appreciate it. Excited to have you on the show today. And listeners, we're getting ready to go to our next commercial break. And when we come back, we're going to let you know how you can connect further with Mary and connect further with Naomi. So enjoy these 2 minutes. Maybe even take that pen out and see what is on your heart. Give yourself 1 minute, 2 minutes to connect in. But make sure to tune in, because we want you to be able to connect on a deeper level with our amazing experts. We'll look forward to talking to you in just 2 minutes.
Follow us on Twitter at VoiceAmericaTRN. Get the lowdown on guests, new shows, and your favorites. That's VoiceAmericaTRN. Announcing a powerful new TV channel featuring programs designed to enhance and transform your life. Make powerful connections, one program at a time. And by doing so, we can bring transformation to the world. Tune in each week to Empowered Connections TV as we add new programs to help you make empowered connections of your own. Visit EmpoweredConnectionsTV.com. That's EmpoweredConnectionsTV.com. And make the most of an incredible life transformation.
Rebecca Hall Gruyter's Speaker Talent Search is looking for speakers wanting to get on more stages. With just one audition, you could open the doors to hundreds of speaking opportunities, reach more people, and expand your impact. Finalists get to audition live in front of leaders looking to fill all kinds of speaking opportunities. Apply now at SpeakerTalentSearch.com. That's SpeakerTalentSearch.com. We look forward to hearing your message.
We don't follow, we lead. Join us, the Voice America Influencers Channel.
You're listening to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter. If you have a question or comment for Rebecca or her guest, we'd love to hear from you. Please call into the program at 1-866-472-5795. That's 1-866-472-5795. You may also send an email to Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now back to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed those 2 minutes, that you took the opportunity to stop, pause, breathe, and integrate, and perhaps take that pen in hand and have that heart connection with the hand and make a couple notes of what is coming up, what is being spoken into your heart and spirit. In the beginning of the show, we had you write down some notes on what was being laid on your heart, what it is that you needed today to encourage and empower you on the journey. So please take a moment and look. I'm even pulling my paper up. Take a moment and look and see what you wrote down, what was laid on your heart. Are you remembering to keep that top of mind? During our time together, as you stop, pause, breathe, and integrated, has some of that been met? Has it been taken to a deeper level? As we bring our time together to a close, we're going to have each of our experts share their contact information. And I want to invite you at the very end of our time together, before you rush out into the world, take 2 to 5 minutes to stop, pause, breathe, integrate, and write down what is being spoken into your heart, into your spirit. And that most important thing to do as you step back out into the world, and honoring what your heart and hand are saying to you. Beautiful. So what we're going to do here is go around our virtual room, and Naomi, I'm going to start with you. Naomi, can you share your contact information, how people can connect with you, follow you, take things to a deeper level? Nope, Naomi, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. You can hear me?
I can. Perfect.
So they can also access free 5 steps to start design their dream life. And they can find it on my website at NeuroSUCCESSology.com, which is Neuro, neuro, the word success, SUCCESSology.com, NeuroSUCCESSology.com, so they can get the free access there. And they can also follow me on Facebook under Naomi Bareket or NeuroSUCCESSology.com.
Perfect. Thank you. I appreciate you sharing, and I know they'll look forward to connecting in with you on a deeper level. Beautiful. And thank you for making that resource available. Mary, how about you? I'd love for you to share your contact information.
So people can go to my website, Your Writing Mentor, YOURWRITINGMENTOR.com. And I have writing tips. I have a chance to actually a journal that they can download, and just be able to connect with the stories that they're waiting to be told.
Beautiful. Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing your contact information. And I love the goodies and resources you're making available as well. Very generous. Thank you. And listeners, it has been such a pleasure to connect in with you today and be a part of the journey together. And what I would love for you to do is to take a moment, stop, pause, and breathe. Integrate all that has been spoken into your heart and spirit. Make sure to do that at the end of our time together today. And I want you to remember a few things. 1, you are beautifully and wonderfully made on purpose and for a purpose. In fact, for such a time as this, you are needed and a valuable piece of the puzzle, right? With your unique design that's absolutely needed in this world. And as you get ready to go back out into the world, what we hope that you remember and choose to do is, wherever you go, whatever you do, may you be willing and choose to bloom where you are planted and shine. Have an amazing day, everyone. We'll look forward to connecting in next week. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us this week for Empowering Women, Transforming Lives. Please tune in again for another edition with your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter, next Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Pacific, on the Voice America Influencers channel. And join us for a replay of the show every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 2 p.m. Pacific, on the Voice America Empowerment channel. Have a beautiful week, and may you always bloom where you're planted and shine.